So, February 27th, 2016, and that's Pokemon Day! Hooray! So, I figured I'd make kind of a standalone vlog about it, and what better place to start the Pokemon Day adventure than early morning. They just opened super vintage Toys R Us. Let's see, I think that they're giving away trading cards here, and then we have to go to GameStop for the rest of it, but we'll find out. They're not advertising. So the Toys R Us Pokemon Day events do not start until 12 o'clock, which is super duper Sadrak times. But as a consolation prize, this Toys R Us has Sonic Ice, Vlogger Mode's Hard, Magnus, which I've never seen before. So I'll probably pick one of those up to make a video on, just because like the Magnus is sweet and the Sonic series is sweet, and the combination of those two things has to be sweet. So right. Nearest GameStop was a mall GameStop. Looks like, hilariously, the big release thing is not Pokemon, it's like some sort of sneaker release. Like, I'm glad I don't have to stand through that line. So I feel like I do a lot of vlogging in my car. If it's bad, let me know. I don't know how other vloggers do it, but the car is like a soundproof place that I can go to make videos, as opposed to like walking around the mall holding my phone in front of my face, which is kind of awkward. Anyway, so Pokemon Day so far before Toys R Us kind of stinks. I've gone to 2 GameStops, and each GameStop kind of had the same story, like the cool exclusive stuff, like the plushie Mew and the 3DS console that has like the vintage stuff on it, like basically anything that would have made Pokemon Day cool at GameStop. I've been to 2, and both of them had the same story, where like some guy came in and bought everything and it's all gone. And like, I want to point out that I'm early for Pokemon Day, so like that's kind of disappointing. I guess I just had no idea that the video game community was so scalpy, and it's kind of disappointing to learn that since I've been away from it for so long. But that's kind of sad, kind of disappointing. And then I did figure out what the Foot Locker and the Payless and the Finish Line were all about. There's a new pair of Air Jordans that came out today, and like hilariously, the Air Jordan launch is way better than the Pokemon Day event. Like, the sneakerheads have it just way better. Everything is like ticketed, and the lines are smooth, and everybody knows what they want. And then most importantly, I would not blame the fandoms for each of these things, but I think the big difference is that the people who are making the Air Jordans made enough for their fan base, whereas like the people who are doing Pokemon Day royally shorted their fans. And so if you're not in like New York and have access to the Pokemon store, I don't know what you're supposed to do for Pokemon Day. Maybe like go home, play an old Pokemon game that you have, and celebrate with like Pikachu cupcakes that you make by yourself. You do you, but GameStop is not going to take care of you there, which really stinks, because GameStop handled the Fire Emblem release marginally well, I thought. And maybe that's just because like I have a lot of friends who work at GameStop in my area, and I'm in Augusta. I don't know, it's just, I've said disappointing like 3 times, but like it's really raw when you're like, hooray, Pokemon Day, and the GameStop employee just kind of shakes his head like this. He's like, get out of here. This is where dreams come to die. Alright, Toys R Us Take 2, Toy Boogaloo. So Toys R Us did a much better job of Pokemon Day. It comes with a super glossy poster here. All this stuff was free, which is awesome, that Toys R Us has like free stuff and GameStop has no stuff. So poster on one side, and then on the back you've got like a full timeline of all of the different Pokemon releases and the legendaries on the side that came with them, as well as like starters, just all kinds of fun stuff. So I thought that that was neat. And then you get a sweet Pokemon activity book, and then they give you 2 trading cards. I haven't had any Pokemon cards in a very long time, but in addition to being, I don't know why Magikarp is one of them. He was never a cool Pokemon in my opinion. There's also Pikachu, and they have little foil Toys R Us stamps, so I thought that that was neat. Then the Toys R Us also facilitates like a full kind of trading area, so if you want to trade some of those cards, that also can go down. But that's the Pokemon Day video.